When we stay at the shop, we are talking Spanish. But in this course, in this class, all of you must talk in English. So we need a rule. We need rules to develop this course. The main rule, special rule, the most important rule is that if someone of you wants to make a question, I can stand if someone else make a joke. You understand what I say? If some of you want to make a question, you have to do it in English. That is the rule in this course. But we can't accept that anyone else make a joke when another students are talking in English. Okay? This is the main rule. Nobody make a joke if your partner wants to make a question in English. This is the main trouble that we have if we want to develop this course in English. When someone else is making jokes. I know that not all of you are talking English very friendly. I know that. The last semester was the same. Not all the people speak English very, very friendly. But the biggest problem was that students doesn't speak English. They didn't speak English because they were worried about the partner joke. So, you want to make a questions? Okay, you can do it in English. If I see that someone is making a joke when the students are making a question in English, okay, these students have to be out of the class. That's okay? Do you agree with this rule? Are you agree with that? Okay. Okay, we're going to start this class. I have talked with Mr. Romero. Mr. Romero was your last teacher from hydraulic system, right?
Yes.
I was talking with Mr. Romero about this course, the last course. And he told me that you never talk about the 6-3 valve. You didn't complete all the course. They told me something like this. Because many of you didn't have enough score to cover this course. We are going to talk about the 6-3 valves. 6-3 valves is a very important valve to the implement system. What is the reason that we need to talk about this kind of valve? Because if we want to operate on a special system and implement system in a machine, we need to control very, very quickly and with very accuracy the movement of the machine. For example, look at this excavator. The operator needs to be in complete control of the movement of the machine. They need to control very soft, they need to control with special accuracy the movement of the machine. So, what happens if you want to control the movement of this machine using this kind of valve? So, another question. If you want to make this kind of movements, so will you use this kind of valve? You can use this kind of valve if you want to control the movement with that accuracy. You can use this. What do you think about this? Chavarria, what do you think? You can control the valve, you can control the movement of this implement system using this kind of valve? What do you think? Yeah. Uh-huh. You can use it, this kind of valve. What do you think? Can you? No. It's small, don't worry. We can use another kind of valve, a bigger valve. This is a TN number 6. We can use a valve number 10. So the flow is not a trouble. The flow is not a trouble. What happens if I want to use this kind of valve to control the implement system of that machine? We can use this kind of valves. Can we use this? What do you think?
This one.
Please, ideas. Ideas, please. What do you think? What is the reason that we can use this kind of valve to control the implement system in an excavator? What is the reason? Or maybe you think that we can use this kind of valve to do this equipment?
The reason maybe the valve is
Huh? What do you think?
a system
Don't see anyone. Just look at me. Tell me, why can't you use this kind of valve? I don't know. Mr. Chavarria. Yes, I agree with you. What is the reason? Because this kind of valve is not a proportional valve. When you move the lever of this valve, all the flow from the pump flow through the valve. But you can't control the measure. You can't control how much flow can pass through this valve. So you can control the movement. What happens if you want to control the movement? If you want to control the accuracy of the movement. So, this valve, this is a TNC number 6 valve. So, it's something like this. It's a valve like this. So, you have worked with this kind of valve the last semester with Mr. Romero. This is PTAB. And this is the cylinder, right? So look at the operator. The movement of the cylinders the movement of the cylinders are very accuracy, with high accuracy. The operator controls speed and the position. They control both the speed and the position. So what happens if you want to control the position? If you want to control the position, it's easy with this kind of valve. Because maybe you put the valve in the A position or maybe in the B position. Maybe the flow of the pump, I don't know. You can put a number on. Maybe we have the flow of the pump that will be 10, I don't know, liters per minute or gallons, I don't know. Just a number. What happens if you want to control only the movement, only the position? That is not a trouble because you move the lever of the valve, maybe in the A position, and the flow will flow like this. So if you have an area, you have a flow, the speed of the valve is not trouble. can measure the speed using that formula. That's okay? Then what happens if you want to move with less speed? What happens if you want to move with a less speed? You can't use this valve. You will need another component to control the speed. What is that component that you will use? A flow valve. A flow valve like this. Do you remember this valve? This is a flow valve. This valve controls the flow. This valve only make distribution of the oil. But you will put this valve here if you want to control the position and if you want to control speed. So, can you imagine an operator that wants to control this equipment using two regulators? On one hand, they must move the lever like this, and if he wants to control the speed, they will need move with another controller like this. So it's very, very difficult, right? So you need to use a special valve, and a special valve that controls the distribution, the position, and the flow. This is a special valve. This is the 6-3 valve. What is the 6-3 valve? This is the 6-3 valve. This is the valve that we use, for example, the valve that we use at the shop with the wheel loader, 910. You remember at the shop? The special valve, the principal valve, the main valve. The main valve is a 6-3 valve, like this. It's very similar to this valve. So, why do we use this kind of valve? Because in this kind of valve we can control the position and we can control the flow. Okay? That is the reason. There are many ways to move the spool of the valve. Please, give me a hand. Come on here. Thank you. Okay. This is the 6-3 valve. You can control the valve with a lever, or you can control the valve with a pressure. If you want to control the valve with a pressure, you will need a pilot valve. When you move the lever of the pilot valve, you will send a pressure line on this line, and the pressure line will move the spool inside the valve. Okay? This is a pilot system. But if you want to control only by your hand, without using a pilot system, you will need a lever connected to the spool inside the valve. This kind of control is not, is something old. Okay, thank you. It's very heavy, I know. Thank you very much. In 1982, 1985, the direct control using a lever was very common. In 1990s, 1992, 1993, the pilot system to control the valves was very common too. But right now, if you want to control a 6-3 valve, in the modern machines you can find lever control or pilot control. You are going to find a computer control system using electronic systems, electronic components. So this is the challenge that we have in the next years. We need to know about the hydraulic systems, and we need to know about the electronic systems. That is the challenge that we have. Okay? So, we're going to talk about the 6-3 valve. I have a special information for you. I don't remember where I put this from now. Who's the support student? Who's the support student? Medina?
Medina.
Mr. Medina, please. Mr. Medina, don't forget that the support student has 1 point. in every exam that we take.
Mr. Lina.